It's been described as one of the most shocking interviews that the world have ever witnessed, and that's the interview with Fox 5 of the incarcerated dancehall star Vybz Kartel. We're gonna talk about that right now, right here on Links 007 TV Celebrity Scoop. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome to Celebrity Scoop on Links 007 TV, bringing you the latest news, views, and trends on celebrities. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV Celebrity to the Scoop. I just hope that you're doing fine wherever you are watching this in the world right now. Much love and much respect goes out to you, and thanks for joining us once more for the wonderful program that we have here. So an exclusive interview with the incarcerated dancehall star Adidja Palmer's stage name Vybz Kartel has triggered a probe by the Jamaican authorities in order to investigate the authenticity of an interview that was aired on Fox 5 with a part 1 and then a part 2 just this week. Now, this has been anticipated for a very long time as Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated for almost 10 years. But during his incarceration, Vybz Kartel still continued to dominate the local and even on the international dancehall scene, and has also produced a number of albums which have done very well so far. His latest album, Born for This, is actually out there and is doing extremely good. As you know, Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated in the disappearance of Clive Lizard Williams and was actually convicted and given a life sentence in relation to that case. Vybz Kartel is also charged jointly with Sean Storm, another recording artist who was implicated as well in the disappearance of Clive Lizard Williams. Well, since his incarceration, Vybz Kartel still continues to maintain his innocence and is still hoping that his appeal, which is in the Privy Council in the United Kingdom, will shed some light and free him before 2022. But with that said, the dancehall entertainer provided an exclusive interview, and this is making rounds on social media right now, right here, and it has triggered a whole lot of probe right now on the local Caribbean space and also the correctional institution of Jamaica. But Vybz Kartel seemed to be in a good spirit. He did not seem down at any point in time of that interview, and Vybz Kartel has been one of those dominant figures since he broke on the scene many years ago and still continues to propel his name both locally and internationally. So this interview was exclusive on Fox 5, which Vybz Kartel shared his experience and also tried to declare his innocence. And based on his pending appeal, this was what the dancehall entertainer had to say.
Now to a Fox 5 exclusive, Vybz Kartel and the jailhouse interview you won't see anywhere else.
That's right, the singer speaking out for the first time since being arrested 10 years ago, and the only one he's talking to is our Lisa Evers.
International dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel has been behind bars for nearly a decade for a murder he claims he did not commit, locked away deep inside a Jamaican prison. I've been trying to interview him for several years, but it seemed impossible. Then one night I got a surprising call. Adidja Palmer, better known as Vybz Kartel, was on the line, wanting to set the record straight. He's a champion of the poor and a convicted murderer whose claim from day one he was framed. Now the only question is whether his last legal appeal to the highest court in the UK will determine he was convicted based on falsified phone evidence. A lot is on the line. He could be a free man by 2022 or an inmate for 30 or more years. It's enough to send anyone into depression, but not Vybz Kartel.
I hope you're hearing me.
Yes, yes. As you look around the cell that you're in right now, can you describe for us what that looks like?
It's dark. It's hot. It has like 3 or 4 bunk beds. It's got a toilet in the corner, and it's got a huge grill. Lots of metal. It's like a dungeon, but it's instead of being in the cellar, it's in the attic. I'm actually in the roof.
You say you're in a better place mentally than physically. A lot of people would find that hard to believe.
Yeah, because I was sick for a few years, so definitely I'm recovering physically, but mentally I've always been in a good place because I know I'm innocent and I know I'm coming out.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah, of course I believe that. And to be totally honest, the system really wanted me thrown away. It was never about me being charged for a murder. It was about getting rid of Vybz Kartel, not Adidja Palmer, the person.
Why do you say the system is out to get you?
Because they told us, they say we have too much influence. If you remember when Movado and I had that little feud a few years ago, we even went to King's house, which is like the home of the Prime Minister. And they were telling us that, oh, we're leading the kids astray, and if we don't stop what we're doing, we're not going to get any permission to do shows and stuff like that. So it has always been about the influence that Vybz Kartel has.
The dancehall music genre, like gangster rap, does not shy away from lyrics that talk about guns and street violence, as well as sexually explicit content. How do you keep your spirits up in prison?
That's a good question. That's why I said I'm more mentally in a better place, because I read a lot, I write a lot. You know, I watch movies, I listen to music, and I've met people here that are cool, like cool people that we can talk about stuff. You know, good friends along the way. So that's how I spent my time.
You've had a lot of songs come out since you've been incarcerated. About how many songs have you written during this last decade that you've been behind bars?
Lots of songs, I can't even count. At one point, I was sending out like 3-4 books a month, because when I write the songs, I usually send the books out when I get visits. Thousands of songs, really. And I know all of them are not going to be able to get released, maybe in the span of my career, but you know, I just keep writing and writing. It makes me better.
Are you concerned that the conditions there are going to impact your health?
I'm basically just thinking about going home now, because everything is drawing to a close, so I'm not really worried about my health as much. I'm doing much better, you know, so it's all good.
Kartel's attorney, Isaac Buchanan, filed a fresh evidence appeal based on the findings of a British digital expert who found that his cell phone had been tampered with prior to his trial. It's expected to go before the Privy Council, second only to Queen Elizabeth in authority.
Yes, God save the Queen, because she's the only one that can save me now.
Despite the twists and turns in his legal saga, Kartel refuses to give up.
So the incarcerated dancehall star Vybz Kartel is a legend that his imprisonment had nothing to do with anything he's supposed to have done, but more to do with his influence on Jamaica's youth. In part one of a two-part interview, an exclusive jail time interview on Wednesday night with Lisa Evers of Fox American television station, Vybz Kartel, birth name Adidja Palmer, said that the Jamaican system wanted him thrown away. In the exclusive interview with Fox 5, Vybz Kartel stated that it was never about him being charged for murder. It was about getting rid of Vybz Kartel, not Adidja Palmer, the person, he stated. Vybz Kartel has been serving a life sentence on a murder conviction for the death of former associate of his, Clive Lizard Williams. His attorney, Mr. Buchanan, recently filed a fresh evidence motion based on the findings of a British digital expert who reportedly found that Kartel's cell phone had been tampered with between the time of the seizure and his trial. Kartel case is now before the Privy Council in the United Kingdom, Jamaica's final court of appeal. The world boss, as many call him, in the Fox 5 interview expressed optimism that he will be free soon. Yes, God save the Queen because she's the only one who can save me now, he told Evers with a laugh. Vybz Kartel gave some insight into the condition of the prison facilities where he had been for the last decade. So Vybz Kartel himself provided more insight in relation to what the prison facility is like. He stated that it's dark, it's hot, it has 3 bunk beds, it's got a toilet in the corner, and it has a huge grill. Lots of metal, he stated.
Music critics from the Caribbean to North America and even the UK say dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel has always been the one to beat. He just released a new chart-topping album, even though he's behind bars for a murder he insists he did not commit. Tonight, more of my exclusive conversation. You're about to hear how he keeps his head up, even though some look at him as just a killer.
Because I know they want to destroy me. And if you know, Lisa, that somebody wants to destroy you, that's where they're going to get their pleasure from. Now, you have to be on top of your game. You have to constantly be proving them wrong. So I think the haters are as much an influence to me in prison as the fans are. That's kind of how I stay strong, and for my kids.
To Kartel's growing fan base called Gaza Nation. In their eyes, he's the king, period. How do you decide who's king of the dance hall?
In dancehall, it's the influence that you have, the dominance that you have, the power that you have to be able to put people on, to destroy people if it's necessary, musically. That's what the king is.
Kartel's latest album reached #1 on the Amazon music charts even before its official release date. It's streaming in top slots across all platforms like iTunes. His influence continues to grow, say the hosts of JA Radio TV, Shakira and Wiz. It's so incredible to me that you stay so positive behind bars. Have you always had that attitude of being grateful, no matter what the circumstances?
When I was growing up, I didn't know I was going to be rich. I grew up in the 80s. I thought rich people were rich, poor people were poor. That was it. It couldn't change. So I have to count my blessings to see that it can really change. And a lot of people have that mindset too, thinking they're nothing or they're nobody. That's a terrible mindset to have. So me beating that mindset, getting the opportunities that I got, I have to be grateful.
Kartel says besides his freedom, what he misses most is performing in front of live audiences. That could happen again as early as 2022 if the Privy Council in London approves his appeal. In the meantime, he continues to hope justice will prevail.
Well, there you have it. That was the exclusive interview which features Vybz Kartel, the incarcerated dancehall star. I want you to drop it in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this story and how do you feel about this interview that Vybz Kartel did from behind bars. I look forward to hear your responses in the comment section. This has been Links 007 TV Celebrity Scoop. Thanks for watching and peace out, and have a blessed and productive day from the Links TV family.